What's approaching the supreme moment, reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead.
What's good? Let's go ahead and start another Dokkan battle session. Now, in the last video for the 100% potential Perfect Cell showcase, there were some comments about seeing his defensive ability, so I went ahead and came back over to my main JP account. This is my version at 89% so far, so very little difference between the maxed out version, so I figured it'd be a good unit to use this for. Now, he does have the 40% increase to defense along with the attack increase of the same amount. So the question is, how useful can he be? I did mention in the previous video that he was pretty useful in the Dokkan Battlefield new 2.0 version, but we'll start off with the Extreme Z Awakening for Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Now, the Resurrected Warrior category are beneficial for this event. So Perfect Cell, the intelligence version, actually does pretty well defense-wise compared to the other units. So you're looking at about 16,000 in damage there, and you'll see Demon King Piccolo come up with type advantage, and what kind of damage he'll still take. So yeah, this is kind of the purpose of this video, just to show the slight difference. So he has type advantage, and getting hit for about 22,000. Now, Cell isn't going to perform as well as the Angel Golden Frieza here, because he has a defense of 46,959 with the passive of 50% increasing toward defense. You'll see here that he definitely does take a lot less, but Perfect Cell definitely makes a pretty big difference in terms of having him on the team. He definitely does help out in terms of cutting down the loss in HP and whatnot. So yeah, you're looking at 68,000 in defense for Angel Golden Frieza, 43,000 roughly for the Agility Golden Frieza. So I mean, obviously the Agility version can tank crazy. I mean, it cuts 90% of damage taken if it's HP is over 50%. So we're gonna go ahead and exclude that from the comparison because that's really unfair anyhow. But Angel Golden Frieza, you'll see, or you did see that he took a few thousand in damage, which is very, very good considering. But Cell taking roughly about 16,000. I mean, that's actually considered pretty good too. With the next rotation, you'll see I think Perfect Cell, and then let's see, Medical is definitely coming up, and then I can't remember who the other one was. Maybe Janemba? No, definitely not Janemba. That's for the other section. So Kid Buu, yeah. So you got Medical, Kid Buu, and Perfect Cell. So we'll go ahead and put Perfect Cell up front just to see how much in damage his defense helps with. Looks to be about 59,701. Kid Buu has 29,000. Medicooler has only about 20,000. So it's definitely much better compared to the other two units, and that'll make quite a bit of a difference in terms of how much damage he'll actually take. So 15,000 there, another 16,000. He is getting help from Medicooler with that 30% boost, hitting for about 845,000 with the critical. So yeah, you'll see after this super attack from Kid Buu how much Kid Buu will take in damage and how much Medicooler will take in damage. So you're looking at 47,000 there from Kid Buu, and then I expect this guy to take even more in damage. Well, it's the super attack, so never mind. So yeah, 62,000 on a normal attack, so it definitely makes quite a bit of a difference. Yeah, so not, probably out of this, third best out of, Angel Golden Frieza and Golden Frieza. So we're going to switch it up. This is the Battlefield 2.0. So I went with the leader for Kid Buu, and then sub-leader is Angel Golden Frieza. So Cell is definitely getting maximized in terms of the 120% and 170% boost. So That will make a difference in terms of the comparison of how much the defense is reduced, but you'll also see the, like Metacooler is part of both categories. He's an extreme intelligence type, and he's also Resurrected Warrior category. You're looking at 52,000 in defense for Cell versus, Janemba, that's got 16,000, 18,000 for Metacooler, and whatnot. So having this guy against this particular Android 13 definitely helps out a lot, and you'll see this here in a second. And he can hit pretty decent too. So you're at 1300, what is it? 876, 921. So very, very little in damage taken. Now, obviously, it's a little bit of a disadvantage for Janemba because he's not really benefiting that 170% boost, but Metacooler is, and he's taking close to 21,000. You'll see here all these, Kid Buu and Angel Golden Frieza both fall into the category of Resurrected Warriors, so they're getting the maximum equivalent benefit that Perfect Cell did. So Cell definitely does have better defense stats because I think it's close to 10,000 versus 7,000 for Angel Golden Frieza, but we'll keep that in mind for kind of the comparison, but we'll see how much damage each of them take. But the bottom line is, for event specific purposes, he can definitely come in handy. So roughly about 9,000 in damage taken for Angel Golden Frieza, and then we'll see how Kid Buu is. He might actually KO Android 13 though. Alright, so we're going to come back to it, and let's see how we want to set this up. So we'll let Android 16 go first. Obviously, he only benefits the 120% from Kid Buu and, what was it, 50% from the Angel Golden Frieza sub leader skill, I guess you can call it in a way, because he's got 170% for Resurrected Warriors as well as the intelligence type benefit. Alright, so let's see how he does here. Yeah, very little in damage taken. This guy's definitely going to save you a lot in HP. Barely took a dent. So yeah, it certainly helps with that. So we'll go ahead and put Angel Golden Frieza up front. That way you can kind of see how much he takes in damage. And then Ginyu is very, very nice in this particular stage, by the way. I usually save him for against Android 13. He helps out tremendously here. So I think Golden Frieza took about 9,000 roughly in damage, so Cell is definitely taking a lot less, so that 40% definitely seems to help.